from the home of the A's since 1968. It's baseball at the Oakland Coliseum. Tonight, game 2 of this 3-game series between the Seattle Mariners and the Oakland A's. It's A's baseball coming up next. Kendall Graveman will be on the bump for game 2 of the series. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, man, we're getting a look at a guy that's really been struggling lately. In his last 3 starts, he has a whip of over 1.50. Lots of base runners, lots of hits, and lots of walks, and that doesn't add up to very good performances. So he's going to look to turn things around in this one here today.
In now, D. Gordon, and we are set for baseball here this evening. First pitch on its way. Now a ball softly hit and fouled off to the left, strike 1. And Dan Dero, this Oakland ball club entering play here tonight. They come into this one looking to make amends for a loss last time out that put an end to a 7-game winning streak.
Yeah, Matty B, we've got a team here that's been playing some pretty good baseball. They're not quite in first place yet, Dero, but they're playing good, and they'd like to stay competitive through the month of May.
Yeah, they've played okay. Let's be honest. They've hit okay. They've pitched okay. They're capable of much better than this, but it's early. We find ourselves just in the early phases of May. Ride it out and find a way to get hot.
And now the infield shifts into a bunt prevent formation. No surprise with the speed that's at the plate. Lays off the 1-2 changeup, and he's worked it back to 2-2.
This kind of hitter right here, we call this guy a grinder. What are grinders? They just kind of foul off some good pitches. They lay off the pitches just off the plate. This is every pitcher's nightmare, a guy that's up there with a plan and not just up there swinging at anything that you throw towards home plate.
And here's a look at the starting lineup for the visiting Seattle Mariners. Danny, who stands out to you?
Well, Matt, I'm going to be watching for the speedster, D. Gordon. Coming into the game, he's among the leaders in the AL in stolen bases. Sure, that tells you he has a lot of speed, but what it also tells you is he does a great job of getting on base. Keep an eye on him if he gets aboard in this one.
First pitch of the at-bat. A ball and no strikes. Time to take a look at the umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Mike Fillmore.
Hey, Dero, Mike Fillmore, one of the most consistent umpires throughout the league. Both pitchers and position players love this guy.
Yeah, I think one of the best in the business. How I judge a good teammate is every day he opens that door. Is he consistent? Can I count on him? Mike Fillmore is the exact same way behind the dish.
And that's over. 2-1. Nope. 3-1. Just underway here in Oakland. And it's up to a 3-2 full count now. And he lays off here, ball 4, and he'll become the game's first base runner here with 1 away. Stepping in now is Mitch Haniger. First at bat for him in this one. He was 1 for 4 with a double in the ball game last night. No balls and a strike to count. Here comes the 0-1. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1. Duffy leads off first with 1 away. Ball 2.
He's going to have to make adjustment on that slider away. He can't just make it a non-competitive pitch and allow these guys to take. He's got to start that a little bit more over the middle of the plate to get that swing and miss on the outer half.
1 there.
That's a really difficult turn for a first baseman. You have to come get the ball, make a strong, accurate throw. So you need 2 good throws, not an easy double play to complete.
Here now is Mike Zunino. He offers at it and hits it in the air to left. Broxton is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. One left for Seattle. Mariners nothing. A's coming to bat. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Into the box, Cesar Hernandez. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Third baseman.
Here's the first pitch to him.
Hernandez.
Takes a fastball on the inside corner. And fellas, you take a look at these Seattle Mariners at the start of play here tonight. 4-2 over their last 6 games, including a win last time out.
Yeah, Matty, they started this road trip off right. Yesterday, there was one common theme. There was great starting pitching. Guy went out and absolutely executed. Hopefully he passes the baton to this guy today, and he goes out and follows suit.
Now another 0-2. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first down. With that, let's look at the starting lineup for the hometown A's. Hero, tell us about this lineup as they try to force a rubber match in the series.
Matty, this lineup's got to be willing to adjust. They cannot stay staunch and try and pull everything, or there will be a ton of ground ball and weak fly ball contact. They have to be willing to use line to line to get this done today.
So coming to the plate, Jed Lowry, and he's someone they're going to have to watch out for. You can see he's been a tough out over the last couple of series. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Oh, and 2 the count to Jed Lowry.
When you're facing a guy with this many pitches in his repertoire, I say throw everything out. 0-2, he's sitting fastball.
Towards second. And that's just past the grasp of Cano into center, a base hit. Good work in a pitcher's count to get on base and keep the inning alive.
Hey, there's a nice knock by the 3-hole hitter. I know there's 2 outs, but they always say with your man coming up, the number 4-hole monster, as soon as he steps in the batter's box, there's a runner in scoring position.
So here's the Oakland cleanup batter, Matt Chapman. And as you can see, he's had some troubles here in his own ballpark. That's something he'll look to improve upon in this one. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Almost a worm burner as he misses on a low fastball, ball 1. And that changeup makes him jump, a swing and a miss. The 1-1 home. Chopped weakly to the left. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Nothing in the Oakland first. On to the second now from the Coliseum. Still scoreless. Here's Robbie Cano now. Couple of hits for him in 4 trips to the plate last night. Popped him up. Hernandez has room in foul territory. He's got it 1 away.
All right, guys, here's how the Oakland A's are lining up defensively. And let's take a look at outfielder Stephen Piscotty. Stanford grad, so you know he's got the smarts and the baseball acumen to get it done out there. Big middle of the order bat. Big time arm from right field as well.
Now it's 2-0. Now he lifts a high pop-up, drifting into foul territory on the right side. And he'll squeeze this one for the second out.
Batting 7, shortstop.
First delivery to him on the way. And he chased up and out of the zone, a swing and a miss. Past battles with Kendall Graveman. He's 0 for 9. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2. swing and a high pop drifting into foul territory. Chapman near the first base bag, and that's the third out. Nothing across here this half of the inning. On now to the bottom of the second, and we are tied 0-0. Here's Chris Davis now.
Leading off for the Athletics, designated hitter, Chris.
Here's the first pitch to him. The cutter runs outside, ball one. Davis, sometimes called Crush with a K and an H. He was selected in the 7th round back in the 2009 MLB draft.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has being drafted where he was, my hat's off to him.
Davis waits on the 1-1. Ground ball left side. Defense set up perfectly. A dive, but he can't get it. It's through into the outfield.
Hey, that's a heck of an effort by the third baseman right there, selling out to try and save extra bases for the pitcher, but it got through.
Outfielder Stephen Piscotty the next to hit. On the season, he's hitting just over .290 coming into action here. First offering on its way. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Gordon shading to his right. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
Okay, here's how the Mariners are going to line up defensively. And guys, the things I want you to focus on today, one of them being this manager loves to shift. He has the pitching staff to trust to be able to manipulate his defense to try and get as many outs and play the numbers as much as he can.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Line toward the gap in left center. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
A lot of traffic hitting the base pass first and second with one out. I know you're looking for a double play ball, Dan.
No question about it. I think one of the things you like to do on a pitcher is try to jump on him early before he gets settled in. So far, so good. First and second. Looks like a big inning could be brewing.
Now at the plate, Jesus Sucre looking to stay hot. He's been a real threat at the plate the last week or so. Here's a strike.
Hey, that's a huge pitch right there. You've got to get ahead. When you start to see traffic on the base pass, your defense starts to tighten up a little bit. The best thing to do is pound the zone and get ahead 0-1.
Behind 0-2 now. 0-2, here it is. There's a fastball that just misses, ball one.
Wow, that's a tough pitch to take. 0-2 fastball just off the corner, and I mean just off the corner.
Fouled away. They'll try again, 1-2. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are two gone. Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
Yeah, Matt, that's the advantage of getting ahead in the count. You can really force hitters to expand their zone and protect. And when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch they can't do much with becomes a lot easier.
And that misses, ball one. A high fastball is in there. Hit hard on the ground to second. Cano fields it cleanly. On to first, and the A's fail to cash in here as the side is retired. A's strand a couple. Will move to the third with no score. And that'll bring up Ben Gamble. Past battles with Kendall Graveman. He's done well, 7 for 12. Went about halfway there, but it's a called strike regardless. And here's a slider. Strike three called, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
Batting ninth.
Taylor Motter steps into the box, and he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. No balls and 1 strike. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Right side, but it's going to be a foul ball. Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. Got him looking with the fastball, as that had some two-seam movement to it. 2 gone.
Good heater to strike him out there, and he looks absolutely locked in to start this inning. That's back-to-back punch-outs on only 6 pitches.
Here's D. Gordon now. Lifted down the line in left. In comes Broxton, and they can't run it down. The 0-1 delivery. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. 3rd inning, no score to this point. Grounded up the first baseline, but this will get foul. It's a ball and 2 strikes. And this is lifted high in the air down the right field line.
But no one can get to this one, as it's down for a foul ball inside the visitors' bullpen.
Batter's going to have to find a way to regroup right there. That caught too much of the plate. He knew it. He missed it. He might not get another opportunity to put the ball in play.
And he struck him out. So a fine inning here as he strikes out the side in order. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. The 3 of us return with more Wednesday Night Baseball after this. Riding in once again, Cesar Hernandez. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. 3rd baseman in tight, protecting the bunt. The first pitch. Missed with a slider. Swinging a ball line down in the left field corner.
But no one gets to this one as it lands in the home bullpen. A foul ball.
Line drive to left. And that's a base hit. 1 for 2 in his first couple of plate appearances. So an inning opening single kicks off their half of the 3rd.
Hey, there's another base knock right there. A hitting streak now up to 8 games.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Well, 8 games. Now we're starting to think about it a little bit. You know, you get past that week, you just know you're locked in. They start talking 8 games, now you're like, all right, I got a nice little hitting streak going.
Now we'll step off and fire to the bag. But the runner's back easily. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. High in the air into shallow left center. And that'll get down for a base hit. He'll get it into second, but he is in there as they can't get him at second.
Hey, 2 runners on after back-to-back singles right there. They are in prime position to put the first run on the board right here.
Here's Jed Lowry now. He goes the other way as this is hit in the air toward the gap in right center. Henniger moves to his right and puts this one away in the alley for out number 1. And he'll indeed move up 90 feet, putting runners at the corners now with 1 away.
We'll see if moving up to 3rd pays off for him. He didn't have to tag and go for 3rd, but now he can score a lot of different ways. Doesn't have to be a hit.
Now to the plate, Matt Chapman. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And he fouls this one off. Comes set and the 0-1. In the dirt and blocked behind the plate. Good job to corral this quickly as the runners hold on. Working for the punch out and the offering. Slider. Good 2-strike pitch, but it misses 1 and 2.
Interesting sequence of pitches right there. A real ugly swing on a ball away, and it looks like the batter has a much better idea of what he's looking for after that second pitch.
Swing and a miss. A big strikeout, and he's 1 out away from working out of a jam. So striding forward now, Chris Davis. 2 on, 2 out for him here in the third. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Fouled off. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. A bouncer to the left side. Fielded cleanly. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. A's strand a couple. We'll head to the fourth, still scoreless. Now at the plate, Matt Duffy. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count. Well,
if you love pitching and defense, this has been a game for you. Are you happy with that, Dan?
Oh, you have to love. You know, Matt, we have so many of these games that are 12-10 and 9-8. It's nice to see a low-scoring pitcher's duel for once.
Throw to first in time. 1 gone here in the fourth.
Now batting.
Digging in now, Mitch Haniger. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First pitch coming. Here it is. Late that time for a strike.
I know he got a swinging miss right there, but that was a hittable location to a really good hitter. I don't know if he gets those back if he continues to miss in those spots.
A bouncer up the middle. Simeon's there. And very quickly there, they're 2 gone to start the inning. Here now is Mike Zunino. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. Here's the first pitch to him. Just caught the inside corner with a sinker. Good-looking sinker on the inside corner.
Hey, down 0-2, he better be leery of this guy's nasty changeup. He has the ability to bury it down and away or down and in.
And he connects with it. This one's hit deep out to left center field. But that'll hit off the wall in left center. And he is into second with a 2-out double.
Every hitting coach in the league will tell you it only takes one swing of the bat to get out of a slump, and maybe that's what we're seeing right here. He's been struggling, no doubt about it, but he's able to lace this thing off the wall, and he's standing at second with some newfound confidence.
And nothing will come of the 2-out double as the inning is over. Danger averted following the 2-out double. We're back to the Coliseum right after this. Outfielder Stephen Piscotty the next to hit. He's set to lead us off in the home half of the fourth inning. First pitch of the at-bat. Hit hard towards center. That's his first base hit, making 1 for 2 now. So that puts the leadoff man aboard to get the inning underway.
Hey, you knock that donut off the bat, you look up at the Jumbotron, your batting average is above 300 and still climbing. You're feeling pretty froggy about yourself.
Standing in now, Jake Smolinski. Swinging a soft liner. Oh, and he has some trouble with it.
Now batting, catcher, Jesus Sucre.
Settling in now, Jesus Sucre. First pitch on its way. And it's fouled away.
This is one of those classic bunt situations here, but it's not a given anymore like it used to be, and that's the case even more so in the American League.
Now a changeup in on the hands that evens it at 1-1. Piscotty over at second. Smolinski on at first with nobody out. And he's a little too high with that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Boy, he better get it back together here quick because he's got 2 guys on already. He's starting to lose location of that strike zone. He's got to throw a strike right here.
And he can't catch the corner here, so he's behind 3-1. Keon Broxton waits on deck. Now the 3-2 pitch. And he misses with it, ball 4, so that'll load the bases, and now he's really going to need to get a ground ball.
Finally, up to this point, the entire lineup had been swinging at anything close, and this guy decides to show a little more patience at the dish and is rewarded with the base on balls. That was a good at-bat.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike.
The pitcher has to find a way to minimize damage here. Maybe take 2 outs for 1 run. Who cares? Get a double play, pop up, strikeout, something to get you back in this inning.
And a fastball just a bit high.
Hey, this is a monster strikeout situation right here. A double play would be great in this situation, but I know he's going for the K. You get a 1-2 count on a guy, he's going to throw his nastiest stuff.
The tag gets 1 over to second, a double play, but they won't get the triple play as he's safe at first. And as we get a second look here, that's a good job at third of getting that first out himself and then having the presence of mind to throw on to second for the double play. In now, Cesar Hernandez.
He swings and sends it in the air out to left center.
Calling for it, Gamble. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Some more of the colorful characters here at the ballpark tonight. The 3 of us return. Next in at the plate is Ryan Healy. He's in to get things going here in inning number 5. Swing and a miss that time. It's 0-1.
Well, you know you've got it working on the mound when they're swinging right through it, even when you're putting it right down the middle of the strike zone. Not the greatest of game plans, though.
That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. So there'll be a man aboard here to start out their half of the 5th.
Hey, guys, I like the execution by the batter there. He got a hanger in the middle of the plate. He could have come unglued, but he didn't. He stayed focused and drove a line drive base hit.
Outside for a ball, 1-1. Segura takes the swings from the right-handed batter's box, but he's one of those rare hitters that actually thrives facing same-handed pitching. One of the very best in the game, as a matter of fact, in that type of matchup.
Yeah, Matty, he does not leap with that front side. He keeps that shoulder tucked, stays inside the baseball, and it gives him every opportunity to hammer the fastball and stay on that breaking stuff.
He's ready. Here's the 0-1. A swing and a miss at a ball down.
Good job of making him chase that pitch down below the strike zone. That's where you want to pitch when you're looking for the double play ball.
Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Pops this one up, and that's in there. Base hit. Healy ignores his coach. He's chugging for home, and he's safe at the plate. We're all square at 1 apiece.
This is an easy decision for him to try for third because he has the play right in front of him, so he doesn't have to rely on any of his base coaches. Good decision to keep chugging, and he makes it all the way around safely.
Taylor Motter comes on with 1 away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. The 1-1 home. Right side. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score.
Really good job of putting the ball in play right there. Even though it wasn't a base hit, it does bring the go-ahead run for his team.
And that one just missed outside. Popped him up.
In comes Broxton.
But this will land untouched. That one finds the target on the outer half. It's 1-2.
Great job on those last two pitches of varying speeds. Gave him a hard fastball, and then he locked him up with a changeup.
Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. So they get a couple of runs on 2 hits, no errors, and no one left aboard.
Leading off for the A's, the shortstop, Marcus.
50th pitch of the game on its way. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. And double-barreled action now in the Mariner bullpen as both a left-hander and a right-hander start to throw. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. Way out in front.
I'm no hitting expert, but you can't take a swing that's a whole lot more uglier than that one.
Outside, 2-1. Oh, this is hit high and deep out to left. Gamble going back at the track. On the warning track, he makes the catch.
The batter, number 8, second baseman.
And with one gone now, that'll bring in Jed Lowry. Here's the first pitch to him. Fly ball out to straightaway right.
Waiting on it is Henniger.
Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now.
Now batting.
So with the fly out there coming on the fastball, seems like an appropriate time to check out our pitch speed comparison for these 2 starters. And that'll illustrate just how different these pitchers are. You can see 95 is the top speed for one starter, with the other topping out at just 89. The 1-0 home.
1-1 the count now.
5th inning, 2-1 our score. Hit sharply on the ground to the left, and that's through for a hit. And it keeps the inning alive for Chris Davis up next.
Sometimes you need a little luck. Sometimes you need to get a ground ball with eyes. And that's exactly what happened right there.
Here's Chris Davis now. He was a ground out victim last time up. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike.
This is where you got to take stock in the situation. Adjust your batting gloves and realize you need a gapper to score this guy from first. If nothing less, pass the baton to the guy behind you and keep the line moving.
Gamble has a play, and that retires the side. Striding into the box, Matt Duffy. He's set to lead us off in the 6th inning. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. And that's through for a base hit. Make him 1 for 2 in this one. The throw into second, and he is in there.
Their own pitcher is absolutely dealing right now, so this is a big moment in this game. If his teammates can pick him up and drive him in now, that might be all they need to get the W here.
Strike 1 to start the at-bat.
That was a good swing right there. Might be the best one he's had all night because he was right on it.
Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
Just don't understand the game plan right here. Walking up to home plate, you had to think you could potentially be pitched around. But now you find yourself down 0-2, and it's a battle.
And this is swung on and missed. And, boy, they took care of a key man there. 1 away. Pitch on its way now to Zunino. Fouled away. The 0-1 pitch. Good changeup that time, but he wouldn't bite on it. Duffy leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. 2 balls and a strike.
That's where he wants that sinker to end up, but that was a nice job of laying off.
Takes a high fastball for a strike.
Hey, he caught him off guard right there. I like that pitch. High fastball executed. I know he's known for the sinker ball, but if he can get some eye levels up and down, he's going to have some success.
On deck, the lefty Robinson Cano. Swing and a miss, and they'll dodge a major bullet that time. 2 away.
Now, after back-to-back strikeouts, he's got a real good chance of making that leadoff double pretty much meaningless. He's made some good pitches, and these hitters have really failed driving him in or at least getting him over.
And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Mariners leave 1. They lead it 2-1. Now at the plate, Stephen Piscotty. He's 1 for 2 in the ballgame.
For the Athletics, right fielder, Stephen Piscotty.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Now here's a comebacker back to the mound. And he'll flip on to first to record the out.
Center fielder, number
Striding
5.
in, Jake Smolinski. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far. Here's the first pitch to him. And a neck-high fastball that time. And he fouls this one off. Low-scoring game thus far. 2-1 here in the 6th. The 1-2. A little bouncer. That's a foul ball. Hit on the ground to short. Segura has it. Throw in time at first for out number 2.
Now batting.
Ready for another shot now. Jesus Sucre. He's 0 for 1 thus far. First delivery to him on the way. Fouled off. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now. 0-2.
I gotta say, his command of the corners in this start has been pretty exceptional. He's mixed east and west really well, and it's a big reason why he's had success.
1 ball and 2 strikes to the A's catcher. The 1-2. Fly ball out toward right field. Waiting on it is Eniger. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Digging in, Ryan Healy. And guys, 7th inning already. Hey, I'm not complaining, but this one's been flying by.
Yeah, I'll agree with that, Matt. That's what you get when both starting pitchers have it working. Neither of them have been nibbling around the strike zone at all, and they've trusted their defense to make the plays, and they've done just that.
Yeah, and it's resulted in a game that could really go either way in these late innings. 1 ball, no strikes to count. Now the 1-0. Finds the zone, strike 1.
You know, if I'm the hitter right here, I'm like, okay, you want to come get some early in the count? I was about to wait you out, but now game on.
Line drive, base hit to right. Around first, digging for 2. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out.
He obviously didn't let last night's hitless outing get to his head too much, because that's his 2nd hit of the ball game. This one a double. I'm sure he's feeling a lot better about the way he's going right now.
Gene Segura is in for the 3rd time now as he takes a called strike. It's 0-1. Hit on the ground to 3rd. And that's out number 1. And that'll bring up Ben Gamble. 1 for 2 with a triple so far in this one. First pitch of the at-bat. Thought he had the inside corner that time, but it missed for ball 1. Healy, the runner at second with 1 away. That swung on and missed. We're even at 1-1.
That's straight smoke at 99, guys. It's almost unfair.
Count is 1-2 now. The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye levels. That fastball up looks so enticing to hit that you see that ball as a hitter, you think you can drive it, but it's really hard to get on top of that good high hard fastball.
Taylor Motter steps into the box. 1 ball, no strikes to count. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch. And here's a fastball that's nowhere near the zone. It's 2-0 now. And there's a swing and a miss. 2-1 now. And he can't catch the corner here, so he's behind 3-1.
Walks are never good, but they're especially bad news late in games like this. It seems like they always come back to bite you.
And he takes ball 4, so a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order. So with a left-handed hitter waiting, they'll go to their own left-hander out of the bullpen. Lifted down the line in left.
But it drops foul down there in the home bullpen area.
Man, the Mariners have been looking for that big hit pretty much all game long. It remains to be seen if they can get it, but now sure would be a great time.
Now a foul tip that's held onto at the plate, and the count moves to 1-2 now. We're in the 7th inning now of a pitcher's duel. 2-1 our score. And the inning goes away in unceremonious fashion on a swing and a miss at a ball way outside the strike zone. Mariners leave a couple as they're unable to add to their 2-1 lead. David Phelps gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th. And that'll bring in the speedy Keon Broxton. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
And that one stayed too low, apparently. Oh, right back to him on the mound. And he'll flip on to first to record the out.
Third baseman, number 16.
Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Cesar Hernandez. His past batting line against David Phelps, just a 1 for 9. Now a ball lined to the left side. But this will be a foul ball. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. And that one just missed outside. 1 run, 8 hits, and no errors in the ballgame for the A's so far. It's 2-1 to the A's leadoff batter.
I'm pretty surprised by the location on those last 3 pitches. The book on him is that he hits the away pitch pretty well, and he just saw 3 in a row out there.
So does he go back out there again?
No, Matt, I expect him to mix it up. Most catchers won't call for the same location over and over and over.
Throw gets him, 2 down. So digging in now, Marcus Semien. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. And he lays off there, 1-0. One run, 8 hits, and no errors in the ballgame for the A's so far. And a knuckle curve missed that time, 2-1. And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. Gordon racing back, and he makes a nice catch on the track as that ends the inning. One more look at the final out. A teeth rattler if ever there was one. The 3 of us return with more. Digging in and looking for more, Matt Duffy. He doubled his last time through.
Designated hitter, Matt Duffy. Your attention, please.
So a new pitcher set to come on now, and we'll get an appearance from the hard-throwing right-hander Santiago Casilla. Here's the first pitch to him. Takes a knee-high fastball. Strike 2 at a pitch that catches the outside corner.
Not looking good after being down 0-2. I think at the very least you got to work this pitcher's count a little bit. try and get back into a decent count where maybe you can come through. Dan, this guy's on fire. I used to say all the time, it's about 150 ABs to 200 ABs when you start figuring out what type of season you're going to have. He's obviously in May, and he's on fire.
D-Row, he's been locked in from day one of this season. It's continuing right now. Anything that is around the strike zone, he feels he can get the barrel to it, and he continues to hit line drives.
Got him on a good slider there. Swung on and missed as he's down on strikes for the second time tonight. Here now is Mike Zunino. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate. Right over the middle, knee high. A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball. Duffy, the runner at first with one gone in the inning. A ball and 2 strikes to the Mariners catcher. A swing and a miss. He offered it a ball way outside the strike zone for out number 2. Here's Robbie Cano now. It was a fly out for him in his last trip. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. And a fastball just misses. It's 1-1. Our pitcher's duel continues here. 2-1 score as we play the 8th. That's a strike to throw down. Is going to be far too late. That's a stolen base. This is flared out towards second. And that's in there. Base hit. And that's going to plate the runner from second as this is now a 3-1 ball game.
Boy, that's a big RBI right there to give this team a 2-run cushion going into the late innings. And it always makes it easier on the opposing pitcher to know they have a 2-run lead.
Yeah, Leo Mazzoni always used to say, old pitching coach for the Atlanta Braves, solos won't kill us, guys. And he's absolutely right. You give yourself a 2-run lead, a solo homer's not gonna do too much damage.
Changes up on him there, but it's 1-2. Ground ball sent back up the middle. And the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit.
Well, I think it's safe to say the ice has melted on this guy. He had been cold coming into this game, but that being his 3rd knock, I guarantee you my man's smiling on the inside.
Digging in now for the Mariners, Gene Segura. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. Trying to keep the deficit right where it is. The pitch. Line to the right side. Ready with the 0-1. But a good play by the first baseman to spear this one, and that'll retire the side. Mariners forced to settle for 1. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. It's the Mariners. Edwin Diaz is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 39.
Leading off the inning, Jed Lowry. And they'll need him to get something going here.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know,
meanwhile here, this is going to be trouble out there in left center as it ought to be good for extra bases. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out.
that's what you call a clutch piece of hitting. Down 2 runs, he puts himself in scoring position and brings the tying run to the plate. We'll see what they do with the base open here. This one's getting interesting.
So that brings up the always intense Matt Chapman, and it's fouled away. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. He's ready. Here's the 0-1 to the right side and through, a base hit. Lowry blows through the stop sign, headed for home, and he's out. Beautiful throw home to cut down the run. Next will be the designated hitter, Chris Davis. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Here's the first pitch to him. There's a fastball that just misses. Ball 1. Chapman, base runner at first with 1 out. Looked like a definite pitcher's pitch there on the inside. 1-1. And that fastball's too much for him there. 1-2. There's a swing and a high pop-up. Keeley is there. 2 down. Outfielder Stephen Piscotty the next to hit. And with men on base and 2 away, it feels like this at-bat could go a long way toward deciding this thing.
No doubt, Matt. A base hit here changes this game quite a bit. But if they can't score here, it looks pretty bleak for them heading into the last couple of innings.
And a fastball to start things out here. Not close. It's a ball and no strikes. Head-to-head against Edwin Diaz. Just a couple of matchups, no hits in 2 at-bats. The 1-0. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Gamble is under it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. A look there at the Bay Bridge from the East Bay side, where we are for this one from the Coliseum in Oakland.
Number 6.
Ninth inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a cold strike. In there, strike 2.
Let's see if he continues to climb that ladder, or does he try and get him fishing on something bouncing in the dirt.
Shatters the bat as this is hit on the ground. Low roller, and he barehands it. It's in time.
Third baseman, number 13.
Taylor Motter steps into the box. It was a walk in his last trip. Fouled away. Oh, 1. Here's the pitch. Missed with a slider. Bases are empty. 1 man out. Count even at 2-2 for Taylor Motter. And he fouls this one off. The 2-2 one more time is looked at, and the count moves full.
It'd be great right here if he was able to work himself on base. You got the leadoff hitter on deck, and you know the middle of the order is coming up right behind him.
Keeps fighting him off. The 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. And he takes ball 4. So a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order. Here's D. Gordon now. Lifetime numbers against Casilla. He's gone 2 for 6. Daniel Kalu enters the game with 1 gone in the top of inning number 9. And that one swung on and missed 0-1.
This is a tough guy right here to hit into a double play. He's fast and he swings from the left side, so out of the box he's going to get a good break. You might have to try to get the strikeout right here, because very rarely are you going to get this guy to ground into a double play.
A ball and 2 strikes now. Swing and a looper to left. In comes Broxton, but he can't make the play as it finds the outfield grass. Coming to the plate now, Matt Duffy. He reached on a single last time and later wound up scoring. Blake Trinan enters the game with 1 gone in the top of inning number 9. And he takes a pitch right down the middle.
That pitch was right down the heart of the plate, but obviously this guy had made up his mind on the on-deck circle. He was taken all the way, and he was going to zone him up.
Stepping in now is Mitch Haniger, looking to change his fortunes here. 0 for 4 with 2 strikeouts so far in the game. 4-1. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. A ball and 2 strikes to Mitch Haniger.
Not too often you see a changeup come across at 88 miles an hour.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Leave a couple, but they hang on to a 3-1 lead. Nick Vincent comes on looking for a save here in the bottom of the 9th inning. Boog Powell will be summoned to pinch hit here to start the bottom of the ninth. And remember, they need 2 to tie, 3 to win, so he's got his work cut out for him here. Pulled toward right center field. And the pinch hitter is retired here, 1 away.
Now batting.
Stepping into the box, Jesus Sucre. 0 for 2 for him to this point. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Hit down the third base line. This is foul for the first strike. Matt Olson will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with 1 gone in the inning. And this is high, a ball and a strike. His career history with Nick Vincent, just a couple of matchups, no hits in 2 at-bats. The 1-1 is taken for ball 2. Now the 2-1 pitch. Ripped on the ground to first. And he'll step on first himself for the out.
The left fielder, number 23, Keon.
So striding in, Keon Broxton. And he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the ninth. Here comes the first pitch. Sliders in for a strike. 2 out, nobody on. One and one.
That's back-to-back breaking balls away, but now he's got himself into a little bit of a tough spot. You probably can't throw that again, so your opponent is probably up there just looking for a fastball that he can drill.
Now a swing and a fly ball, and this should do it. Makes the catch, and the Mariners have taken the first 2 games of this series on the road as this one is over. Tonight's ball game comes to a close, 3-1 the final. The Seattle Mariners used a nice 5th inning.